So touching upon some of the stuff that Liam talked about and kind of going from that security maturity model. So there you can see, you're probably all at different stages. You've come from different backgrounds, and you've worked for different companies, and you can see some of the maturity there from the left to the right. We're talking about trying to get as far right as possible, because I want to deliver my applications in a not just optimized, not just lifted and shifted to the cloud, but I want to deliver them in a really native way within the platform to take advantage of some of the things there on the right. Looking at faster deployment, we've talked about that. I want to be able to get my development life cycles quick. I want to iteratively deploy updates and functionality to my users quickly, so that that missed opportunity is minimized. I can help my users or my customers on the way and give them that A-star satisfaction that we're all looking for. Looking at removing overheads from support. Looking at utilizing platform, abstracted platform services, so I don't have to go and patch Tuesday happens and suddenly I've got a patch on my Windows servers. Why am I doing that? That's a bad use of my resources. I don't want to patch an operating system in my life ever again. Please, I just want to concentrate on the code. I want to concentrate on my user experience and some of the functionality I have there. That's, as a business, what we should be focusing at. And removing the reliance on infrastructure. I don't want to have to, if a disk fails or a component fails, a network goes down, why does that mean a service is unavailable? That's not acceptable in this day and age. We have the tools there, we have the platforms there, we have the architectural models there. Let's leverage them. Let's build them into our applications, build them into our websites and services, so that we can mitigate any dependency on infrastructure failure. Because we all know, we've all been in the game long enough, infrastructure will fail at some point. Death and taxes, infrastructure will fail. And like we said, looking at concentrating our limited resources into the right place. So we've got an example for .NET example here. Being a Microsoft content, a lot of it will be .NET, and no surprises there. So you can see there on the left, we've got kind of a monolithic pre-cloud existing application that's deployed on premise, either privately hosted on customer environments. You've got a database there that's a relational database that you've deployed. You've got a Windows operating system there, so you can see how we're going from pre-cloud all the way up to where we want to get to. That app modernization on the far right, making it cloud native. And these are some of the steps that you will go on, and we will help you go on as a customer of Microsoft's. The first point might be, okay, let's start looking at making our application cloud infrastructure ready. What does that mean? It means we're uncoupling ourselves from the on-premise constraints of capacity, infrastructure services, things like that, where we start to take advantage of some of the Azure elements. So looking at Azure VMs, Azure SQL databases, putting Windows on top of that. So you are uncoupling yourself from the on-premise constraints, but you still have a large amount of constraints at your presented to you. But that might be the first step in trying to move to the next step, which is looking at making your .NET application in this scenario more cloud optimized. Okay, we're starting to look at web apps. We're starting to look at Azure as a service, SQL as a service through PaaS delivery of that. Maybe we're looking at Docker containers, putting out information via continuous deployments via DevOps toolings and things like that. We're starting to optimize our application to the cloud, and we're starting to take advantage of some of the underlying features that the cloud has and use that to our benefit until we reach the promised land. This is cloud native. This is us delivering microservices. This is us doing things serverless. I'm not patching an operating system ever again. I don't even know what an operating system is at this point. I'm running code live in a serverless function. I'm able to coordinate that. It's highly resilient. My data is being streamed everywhere. It's producing lovely reports. I'm able to orchestrate this all with Kubernetes. This is where we're trying to get to. Obviously, this is going to be very different for all of you on the call, and you can appreciate some of the change that needs to go through there. But identifying what that target state is for you is part of the process. It's where do you want to get to as an organization? How far right do you need to shift your organization to meet your goals, which Liam's talked about? How am I able to deliver this for my customer base, for my users? How far right do I need to go, and what are the risks for us as an organization are we set up for this? Are we ready to deliver that far right service, or do we have to do iterative steps till we get to that point? Or is it a switch over, big bang, let's go for it, let's deploy greenfield, let's deploy our service as as serverless, and we're able to deliver at scale all the things we talked about. So it's about understanding that and helping you through that.